YouTube's such a minefield at the moment. You can't reply to comments, honestly. So what I'm going to do is answer them here, and I got asked, why don't I go to China? Welcome back to the show, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Just a quick one, I got asked the question on YouTube, why don't I visit China? I was saying I visited pretty much all the countries in the world apart from Africa, Russia and China and New Zealand and Australia. And out of all those countries, I was suggesting places to go, nice places to go. And someone said, why don't you visit China then? What's wrong with China? So I thought, rather than do a comment which will be reported many times and make me look bad and be taken out of context, this is my reply that cannot be taken out of context because it's a video. So, why don't I want to go to China? Well, the fact is, I did want to go to China when I was younger. I love the idea of going to China. You see, I actually learnt Kung Fu when I was younger, Eagle Claw Kung Fu. It's a northern style, so I wanted to go there and learn a bit more about the history and see some of the temples and meet some of the people. But the fact is, all those temples have been destroyed now by the Communist Party, so I can't visit the temples because they're gone. The people have moved out, so I can't visit the people. They've gone elsewhere. You know, they're not communists, so they left China when the going got heavy. They went to America, so I can't visit them. And it wouldn't be safe for me. I'm politically dangerous in the eyes of the Communist Party because I've slagged them off so bad over the last 2 years, and I'm a Democrat and a Christian. They would discriminate the hell out of me. Not to mention I've got Jewish roots and they hate Jews. So I'm a Christian, a Jew and a Democrat. I'm like the three worst things you could ever be for a communist. So if I go there, they're just going to shit all over me, aren't they, and mistreat me. And if I go there, I'm going to have to give my money to them, and I know that they're not going to give that money to the people who do the work for me. The people who serve me are going to get like a tiny fraction of that money. The majority of that money is going to go into the communist machine in their campaign to attack the allied countries of Britain and attack me here. So, I mean, there's a million reasons why I wouldn't want to go to China, and the reasons that made me want to go there in the first place no longer exist. So it's a bit sad for me. I would love to be able to say, oh, I love China, yeah, I'll visit as soon as I can. No, it's not going to happen. And there's COVID thing to think about. Since I've worked out and I've seen evidence of how poor their hygiene is there, even in the big cities, even in the tiny little developed places like Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, these kind of places, even there I really wouldn't want to visit those. The toilets look horrible. I need a disabled toilet. You know, I won't go into it, but I got a health problem. I'm disabled. I need a healthy, clean, hygienic, disabled toilet to use. And there's absolutely 0% chance that I will find one anywhere in China, literally. So, recap. In conclusion, why don't I want to visit China? It's not safe for me. It's under the control of an evil communist regime. The people I want to visit have left in fear and gone to America. The temples that I want to visit and the culture has been destroyed. Not to mention, it enslaves the people there, and I wouldn't be able to go there without taking videos and evidence back with me and saying to the people here what I saw, and that wouldn't be allowed, so I wouldn't actually be allowed in anyway. So that's the end of this video. There are my top million reasons why I wouldn't go to China. Even if I wanted to go, I couldn't. And the reasons why I no longer want to go. But I want to make it clear, I love traditional Chinese culture, and the Chinese people that I met in the 90s and even in the early 2000s were lovely. They weren't influenced by the Chinese Communist Party, they weren't under the thumb, they weren't mind slaves like the current crop of Chinese people seem to be, certainly the ones I've had any contact with. But hopefully that will change in future. You know, I'm hopeful that, God willing, China will return to normal, they'll kick out the evil communists, and the PLA will have less influence over the country, and people can really start to get back to the traditional culture of China that they have tried to destroy. You know, Taiwan still has it, so they can just get it back from Taiwan, rebuild all the old temples in the original style, invite all the old Chinese guys back and Chinese people back who were part of that old culture, and move on the evil communists and just go back to their roots. That would be brilliant. In fact, I really hope that happens, and then I will visit them. But in the current conditions and climate, fucking no way. So I hope that's answered your question, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. But for most people, visiting China will be fine, as long as you don't take any videos, as long as you don't speak to the government, as long as you don't accept any work or offers of any kind. Actually, second thoughts, fuck China. Don't go to China, it's terrible. Until it's fixed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.